Good morning to you. Morning, Spencer.
Good morning.
And we've got Dawn Pannell in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy December.
Boy, that tree at your guys' shop over there looks
Isn't that
nice.
beautiful?
That's a tall one.
I love that. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Right in the heart of it for this Christmas Town USA
That's right.
stuff.
That's right.
Getting ready for the parade and everything.
We're on the cutting edge.
That's awesome. Well, it is the holiday season, and I have for a long time advocated folks to look at, and if they have the opportunity to buy homes in the winter, because, well, in the summer everything's roses, literally.
That's right.
I mean,
That's
roses are out. Flowers are blooming. In the winter, you'll get to see how the house looks in darkness. You'll get to see how things perhaps pool when it comes to all the heavy rain, and kind of gives you a little better footing on, well, I mean, honestly, 8-9 months of the year.
That's right. That's right. In Washington, especially. Yeah.
And you got some more stats for us this morning.
I do. Yeah. And just along with that, I have to say on a personal note that the fourth quarter of this year is shaping up to be my best of the year as far as number of transactions go. So people do still buy and sell houses in the wintertime. So the stats for the month of November have just come out, and our months of inventory is creeping up a little bit. We're at 1.2 now, so that's better than 0.8, which I think it
definitely
was last month. So, and this is just in the 98584 zip code.
Sure.
So, and we had 14 active listings in that month, and 12 pending, and 16 sold. So, anytime the solds outnumber the actives, you're going to be in a low inventory situation. So the average price for active listings was $238,000. Pending average price was $224,000, and sold was $236,000 price thousand. So right in the ballpark there. Both the active and the pending numbers were down, but the solds were up.
Sure.
Which is usually the way it goes. You know, the number of transactions, if it's closing in December, you got to figure it probably went under contract at the end of October or November. So that's probably why that is. So anyway, still a really good time to either buy or sell. And I have a new list. We've talked about this several times about why this is a good time, but had a new sort of spin on it that just came out that I thought I would share with you. And the number one reason and this is for selling your house, number one reason is that there's low inventory, which equals less competition. So you're going to have more folks looking at your house just because there are fewer to look at. So that's the number one reason. And the number two reason, which Jeff just referred to, is you get to show your home's winter readiness. Yeah. So you can show that it's sturdy and doesn't leak and all that kind of stuff. And then there's also something about holiday decorations too. I mean, they make everything look really festive. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you that. How far should they go in decorating? They shouldn't go over the top, right? You don't want it to be like Winter Wonderland or like Santa's workshop or anything, right? I mean, no animatronics. Like a tree, maybe.
Yeah.
What?
Depends on if you're living there or not.
Yeah.
You know, if you're still living there, then obviously decorate it the way you would to enjoy it.
Yeah.
If it's vacant, obviously, there's no reason to put a bunch of stuff up. Yeah. But depends. But yeah, there's something to be said for Christmas lights. I mean, I even think driving downtown now, there's those lights are on the trees,
and
nice,
isn't it?
It's gorgeous. Yeah. So you can take something that like a tree without any leaves on it that can be a little drab. You put Christmas lights on it, and all of a sudden it's beautiful. You know. So, So there's that. The third one is new parents may be looking to upgrade. So babies get born, and all of a sudden they bring them home and realize that their house isn't big enough, and so they're out looking, and so that happens all during the year. You know, in the winter as well as in the spring and summer.
I see? Sorry for interrupting. Did I see in the Olympian? I don't know if you read it this morning or maybe it was yesterday. I was talking about Gen Z or millennials are moving up in the home.
Yep.
Is that now to the family model?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I don't know for sure, obviously, but I think that was my interpretation of it. That they're looking for bigger or more amenities or closer to schools, that kind of thing.
So does that mean that we're transitioning from kind of, and I know it's always a popular style, the ranch house, single floor for perhaps those in the 50s and above.
Right.
So from 50s to 25 to 50 now are looking to go into those 2-story houses or 4 bedrooms.
Just because of the size. I mean, it's hard to find a 4-bedroom ranch because it spreads out so much.
Sure.
So if you can take the same footprint and go up, you're going to add considerably more square footage.
That's got to be an encouraging sign, because I believe at the beginning of this decade, if you will, a lot of questions were, would millennials even buy homes?
Right. That was a big question for a long time, and it looks like they finally are. So that is encouraging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry for
yeah. And they are more likely to be these new parents.
Yeah. That's kind of what made me think about that.
Things. And then also, and I've really found this to be true, that winter brings out serious buyers. So when you're looking for homes in January and February, you're usually serious about purchasing.
You're not just like, well, let's go for a drive.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So especially if it's a great house and you don't want to lose out by waiting until spring and competing with all the other buyers, you're more likely to take a look at it in January and February and make an offer.
Do houses move more quickly? Do we know the stats on that compared to, let's say, like spring or summer, since there's lower inventory?
Again, I think it depends. So, it's funny. This is, I think, my 8th year, and I think every year it's been a different quarter that's been the top one. So this year it happens to be the 4th quarter. So it just depends.
Sure.
So,
do you have any notes on where people want to live nowadays? Are they coming back to the downtown? Are they looking to be out more outside the city limits, or even into the country more?
My sense is, just from what I've seen, that folks are thinking about proximity to amenities more than they used to. Although you still have that demographic that's going to want the 20 acres with a house in the middle, So I think that's always going to be a thing. We're running out of those, obviously. So as density becomes an issue, people are looking to find places where they can build multiple houses, and consequently those are going to be closer together. So, yeah. So, and then the next one on this list is year-end bonuses and financial payouts.
Oh, yeah.
So I hadn't thought about that one, but yeah, a lot of companies give year-end bonuses or Christmas bonuses or whatever, and so
sometimes be a nice down payment.
Folks will use that for a down payment or add to money that they've already saved, so they're more in a position to afford that house. Sure. So anyway, and then the other one is corporate relocation. Obviously, that happens all throughout the year. Companies come and say, we're sending you to a new job in Shelton, Washington, and then you're kind of under the gun to find a place. And sometimes, or typically anyway, the people that are in that situation have a limited time to find some place to relocate. So if they're coming into a community and they know they're going to start their new job in January, they're going to be spending December seriously looking for a place to live. Sure. So those are going to be, serious buyers. So yeah, it's as you said, it's a good time to be looking. It's also a good time to be the seller. So I would encourage everybody who might be in that market to come and see me, and I'd be happy to talk to you about the ins and outs of listing and what that's going to likely cost, and we'd take a look and find out what a good listing price is, and be happy to help with that.
And again, you can always go on these online real estate websites and peruse the pictures, but when it comes to a person who knows the ins and outs of the community, I mean, that's when you call Dawn. Right,
exactly. And that's kind of what we aim to market ourselves as, is local community experts.
Yeah.
We live here. We know the community. We know the festivals. We know all of the stuff that might make this a good fit for a person, especially new coming into the community. So yeah, we always encourage folks you can certainly look and see what's available, but when it comes right down to it, I think is better to work with a person one-on-one that you can kind of develop a relationship with.
Well, we were just talking about when I got my house, Christy Buck helped me with that, and I looked online and I came up with like 3 to 5 homes and then Stephanie did the same thing and Christy did the same thing. Right. And on the ones that matched, those were the houses that we looked at. And it was encouraging that Christy, who knew not only the area, but then also our financial numbers were, it wasn't like I was like some pie in the sky going, oh man, I want this mansion, and Stephanie goes, no, you're an idiot, we can't afford that. When it comes down to it, she was able to say, listen, this is available and it works with what you've been pre-approved for, which is another thing that highly encouraged.
Exactly.
So you can go into these things knowing. Yeah. So very cool. It's always nice talking with you, Dawn. Yeah. Tree lighting tonight? You be there?
Tree tonight, yes. Parade tomorrow.
Got that right.
The world record maze.
Have you seen that, or at least the pictures online?
I've driven by it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that record is going to go down.
And I love
Saturday.
the lights on the tree by the post office. I think that was a neat thing to do. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Always looks magical.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's 8:53. That puts the wraps on the show for today. So Friday. So we'll see everybody tonight at the tree lighting. And Spencer and I will be broadcasting the parade tomorrow night on our Facebook page. And the PA, of course, for everybody around by the clock tower. We'll have the big speakers out describing all that we have got coming down.
We have to talk to people?
Oh, I didn't tell you that part?
No.
You're just there for your pretty face, huh?
Yeah. I got a little tickle in my throat.
Oh, man, that's too bad. Well, we'll figure it out.
Looking forward to it. I can't wait. All right.
Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you out there enjoying Christmas Town, USA.